Okay, hey, this is Elliot Fishman. Hello, how are you? And I'm here. There's a water cooler in the back. I don't know what that is there. It looks like a bunch of tablecloths or something behind me. And this is not my typical location, and I'm wearing a jacket. And so I'll just say that I'm in Orlando, and I'm at the National Diagnostic Imaging Symposium, which is on its last day. Last session's in the afternoon. And I thought that was a good time perhaps to speak about medical meetings. I hope everybody's doing well. Many of you were at RSNA last week, and so I was there, and I'm at this meeting, which I've spoken at many years, and I think it was a very successful course, which made me think about, and I saw a lot of people, attendees, and then I saw a lot of the speakers who I know or some I don't know. And one of the conversations really was about medical meetings. Would medical meetings survive? Perhaps, it's just going to be the leftovers, the RSNA, the SABI, all of those society meetings, the ACER, American Society of Emergency Radiology, the Urologic Society, SUR, I think it is, SRU, I think it is. Um, what's going to happen? We at Hopkins ran 4 meetings a year for 37 years for techs and for docs. Unlikely for that to ever happen again. The challenge with meetings is people have less time off. People get less money for meetings. Meetings cost more because the hotels charge more, the airfare is more expensive. And people are now working from home. We had discussions about remote work. A lot of people love remote work, and everyone agrees it's the future. Whether it's going to be a hybrid model for some people are going to be fully remote. We spoke about that. We spoke about advantages and disadvantages of remote work. I spoke to people who are more senior who are doing remote, who just love it. I spoke to some people who are junior who are doing remote who love it. So, and I know from our dealings at Hopkins, we know many people who really love to be remote. Some people love the hybrid model, 2 days and 2 days. Some people like the full-time being remote. So that's not going away. That's not going to change. That's here to stay. It got accelerated by COVID perhaps, but it is here to stay. So in saying that, I'm asking you, what's going to happen to meetings? Are people going to go? If the answer for meetings is, I need CME credit, 25 or 50 credits a year, the answer is that's not a reason to go to meetings. You can go online from any society or many different ways. Some of it costs money, some of it's for free. You can get all the CME you want. So getting CME is not a good reason to go to meetings. It won't justify it, right? You can do it a lot cheaper at home and at your convenience, right? You don't need to get on a plane or a train or a car or a bus or satellite or anything else you're going to take. On the other hand, as I saw this week firsthand and a little bit last week at RSNA, the ability to talk to people, to ask questions, to discuss, to share experiences, the ability to agree with people, the ability to disagree with people, the ability to share your opinion as well as look and listen to someone else's opinion is something that you can't compare being at home with being in person. Whether it's sitting around at the coffee break or sitting around before the meeting, after the meeting, or asking questions during the meeting, there's something about being in person, being able to touch people. Not that I touch people, we don't touch people, obviously, but being able to reach out to people without touching them becomes very, very important. I think it's been a lot of fun for me the last couple of weeks. I do still, like many of us, do go to meetings, speak at meetings, but it's just nice to be able to meet people in that environment. And I will be sad if it doesn't pick back up. I don't know if it will. I think my gut feeling is that as people work more and more from home, they're less likely to travel. As groups give people less and less money, if any money at all, to do to meetings, people are not going to go to meetings. In the old days, your contract gave you time for meetings, and it was use it or lose it. So people went to meetings, and I think it was good for them. The fact that you have to take it from your vacation means people are just not going to do it. I think being at meetings and listening and learning is very healthy. You have a shared experience. You know, with radiologists, whether they're older or younger, male or female, taller or shorter, whether they're on the West Coast or East Coast or from Canada or anyplace else, we all have a lot of similarities because we're all doing the same work. And whether somebody's remote and explains why remote is better, or someone likes to be at work, both answers are good. I think both people are happy. There is no right answer. But the ability to discuss and listen, whether things should be RVU-based, to learn about the latest of adrenal imaging, learning about PE, learning about AI, learning about ischemic bowel, even sitting through in the emergency sessions. I listen to head CT and I listen to a lot of bone trauma. You get to listen to and see a lot of what you don't do on a daily basis. But it's very helpful, it's very engaging, and I think it's very important. So the answer is, I don't know whether these meetings beyond societies will survive. I do hope so. I think they're very valuable, and I hope that the people who provide funds and the people who look at the future of their group, the growth of the group, the survival of the group, the growth of radiologists, think about it and say, you know, you need to go to 1 or 2 meetings a year to learn, but also to engage, to feel part of the bigger community. I am concerned that as people work from home, their world gets smaller, and surely they're not really sharing part of the radiology world. I think more and more you read the films, okay, you do a good job, but beyond that, it's really challenging. So with that, I'll let you think about it. Let us know what you think. I'd be happy to hear. And I'm in Orlando. Well, I got a jacket on. Today was about, not that I was outside except crossing the street. Today was in the 60s, or it's going to be in the 60s. So tomorrow will be 80. But with that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and let us know what you think. See you later.